to the speaker box.
What up? What
Mr.
up?
E, what's good? What's good?
What's good, baby?
Coolin', coolin'. Welcome to the speaker box, man.
Oh man, happy to be here, man. Been trying to get here.
No, for sure, man. Man, everybody want to know, bro, about this movie. Everybody been waiting to see MO3 in a real live film. So one of the first questions I want to ask you is, you tell us about you. Where you come from? Are you from the city?
Yo, man, I'm from Triple D, born and raised. You know what I mean? Uh, Oak Cliff, Holly Hills to be exact. You know what I'm saying? And man, I spent a little time in LA, spent a little time in Kansas City as far as living, but for the most part, man, I'm Dallas, homegrown. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Born and bred.
I can dig it. All right, tell me this. What was it like shooting this film with Mo3?
Um, Man, first of all, man, R.I.P. man to the late and great Mo3. You know what I'm saying? It was man, it was a bunch of fun. I could tell you this, you definitely knew when three was on set because shit, it was nonstop comedy jam. Y'all know how three is.
I know it was. I know he got the jokes for days.
Man, listen, I'm talking about he found a way to do a punchline for everything, and then like I'm super focused and everything. So like I be wanting to tell him, hey man, we can't joke right now, be focused, but I can't really tell him that because when it was lights, camera, action, he always had his lines. He was always on point. Like he put in a lot of work, man. I remember that vividly. Like he really surprised me, I ain't gonna lie. He really surprised
Yeah. So did you have to train him? Did you have to give him some lessons?
So yeah, we did acting classes for about 3 months, something like that. You know what I mean? I mean, even when he was out of town, even when he was on the road, we would Zoom, do acting classes. Shout out to my associate director Jamal. Between me and Jamal, we got him acting classes. A lot of people tend to think that acting is easy, but it's not. So, dealing with three, um, we had to kind of get them and tell them like, man, going live is cool, but acting is a totally different approach. And we had to have him break some of his old habits, and what I'm saying, like develop some new habits. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
there's some technical aspects to acting that we had to give him. So my theory was, as far as main characters, I didn't want no main characters on set without either acting experience or formal training. So
Yeah.
that was pretty much that.
Well, look, I was just sitting here watching this film, and
Yeah,
I feel like he had the perfect name in the film. How did that
come
come
on, man.
about? How did that come about as
So
far as naming him?
Mo three's name in the film is called Draco. You know what I'm saying? And for everybody that knew who Mo three was, I mean that's pretty self-explanatory. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, his name was Draco, and man, he was that live wire. You know what I mean? He was down for whatever. At any given moment, it was stepping season for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And man, he fell right into that role as the character Draco. And man, look, we don't even have to question it. Like he he fell right into to that character, man, and he fit right in and did his thing. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Mhm.
So another question that I know everybody want to know is,
Yeah.
what's exactly taking the film so long to hit the streets? Like, I know you did a couple private viewings for the family. I know you did a couple viewings for like a special appearance type shit. What exactly is taking so long for us, the people, to get the film?
Well, yeah, we did a premiere and it oversold, so we came back and we had to do another premiere, and then Waco had such a big demand for it that we did a premiere in Waco. Um, but then after that, we kind of had to handle some business with the film as far as like some paperwork, and then we went on what you call a pitch run, which is we was pitching the film to different distributors and different production houses, and that sometimes that takes 2, 3, 4 years. Of course, I wasn't going to wait that long, so um, we had a deal that we end up letting that deal go because it just really wasn't feasible where we were supposed to be on theaters all over America. But see, the way it works is um, if they put you in theaters, then they look at the box office real close. And if you don't do a certain amount of numbers in the box office, then they look at the film as unsuccessful. But the distributor wasn't giving us what we need to make the film successful. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so, like me being a businessman, I just knew that wasn't gonna work. So we could have, we had a couple more offers, but the bottom line is I had 1 or 2 choices: either keep pitching and keep seeing what distributor we're gonna go with, or basically put ourselves in a position to stream it. Fuck theaters, let's just put the shit out, and that's what I decided. So, man, I'm very pleased to announce that in the next few weeks, her Triple D Revenge will be in the streets.
That's what's up. That is what's up.
Yeah,
I know they ready for
yeah,
man, because I'm telling you,
yeah, shit,
I know you came into my crib and you let me watch the film, but I already know
yeah,
I'm going to watch the film again. I can
100,
see it.
man,
Like
100.
it's the first time I've seen my partner in a long time. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
when I seen him hop out them bushes, I couldn't do nothing but smile. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I
man,
couldn't do nothing but
yeah,
smile. But
man, and it really just like, man, shout out to the whole cast and crew. I can't even sit here and act like I would have been able to do it without them. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody showed up to sit ready to go. So like I'm very appreciative to that, and I can't wait until it hit the streets and everybody get to see, what three and everybody else worked so hard on.
yeah. Okay, I got a question in the chat and they're saying where will we be able to get it?
So it'll be streaming. So right now we got 2 platforms, and the only reason why I don't want to say the platform right now is because two streaming platforms got it, and whoever get it first, that's whoever publish it first, that's who we going with. So I don't want to say who yet until it's ready to go,
It's
so that way
done.
we push everybody there. Yeah, until we push everybody there.
Right, right, right. So so I seen another question where they were like, did y'all ever have to stop and like redo scenes because three was doing three?
Yeah. You know what? That's a good ass question. So, um, it wasn't even a scene, but it was a take, and it was the very first scene that three did. I end up cutting and kind of putting three to the side and saying three. Just remember, your guideposts. One of the theories when it comes to acting. Remember what you was taught. I know, like sometimes when you get nervous, you have a tendency to rely on what you used to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But with acting, you can't really do that. You have to stay within the bounds of acting because like y'all ever see a rapper, like I'm gonna say Master P for example, like when you hear Master P talk, he very natural, you know what I'm saying? Like Master P is Master P, but when he start acting, he can't really act that good. And that's because it translates different on screen when you trying to act, but you can't really act. See,
Right.
Three was taught how to act. So we was like, hey man, I put him to the side. I was like, I want you to relax. I want you to do your thing and just remember what you were taught. And he was like, all right. And he went right on set to his one. That's what we call like where you start your acting. We call it your one. He went back to his one and did the fool. And everybody like we was, man, hey, listen, man, I can't wait for y'all to see it. He did his thing.
Man, I seen some other characters in the film that I recognize from like the city in
Yeah.
school, um, was it important for you to get artists from the Triple D? Like I know the film is called the Triple D, but
Triple D Revenge.
Revenge. But
Yeah.
was it important to keep the cast from Triple D?
Um. So I had a couple of them that came from the first movie. I did have a firm come from the Triple D movie, which is part one. So Triple D Revenge is part two, and I still wanted to keep it Dallas. I do got a couple actors from LA. I got a couple actors from Atlanta, but I got an actor from Houston. But from the most part, most of the cast is Dallas. I always be wanting to keep it Dallas. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right, right.
And and let me tell y'all, these are real actors. Like these are people that got degrees in acting, went to school for acting, got many films under their belt. You know what I mean? I did work with some beginner actors, a couple of beginner actors, but for the most part, majority of these are veteran actors, so they really do their thing on screen.
Yeah. So, at the point of his timely demise, were y'all done filming, or how did you? If you wasn't done filming, how did you finish the movie and have flip that to make it work out and make sense?
So you know what? The truth of the matter is, we did everything that we needed to do. I don't to this very day. I'll never know why I felt like I wanted to do a lot of three scenes first, but we had knocked out three scenes, like three um, scenes in the movie. We knocked them out pretty quick, and he was just about done. He wasn't done completely, but it wasn't really necessary in order to make the movie make sense. You know what I mean? Now, it really fucked us up when, he passed, but I was thankful that we had got majority of his scenes knocked out because to me, it was important. Once he did pass, it was important to have something that would keep his legacy going forever. So, you know
Right.
what I mean? Yeah.
All right. So let me ask you this. Um, so I know you spent some time with him for the film. What was
Yeah.
it like behind the scenes, just getting to know him as Mo3?
Man, you know what? Mo3, three was very serious about it. He constantly told me, "Thank you, man. I appreciate it," and which was humbling to me because I'm like, "Shit, we appreciate you." To be honest with you, Three told me a long time ago he was gonna do the movie, but he got bigger as an artist. So when it came around the time of the film, I didn't think he was gonna do it because he had got bigger as an artist, and I just figured that he would be focused on trying to be the biggest artist in hip hop. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the bottom line is when I went to him and asked him about it, like the nigga really was like he was gonna keep his word. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And for that, I'm forever grateful and humbled by it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
That's go ahead.
but he no, but as far as being around him, like, yeah, it was jokes, but that nigga took it very seriously. He called me, he would text me, say, "Hey, man, so I memorized my lines. What else do I need to do? How this sound? How this sound?" He was very serious about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Three was about to be one of the biggest artists slash actors on the face of the earth.
Right
That's
on.
what he was on his way to. Yep.
Right. Yeah, I tell people all the time, man. Three was the type of guy that was he was stand on whatever he would say. If he told you
Stood
this or
on.
told you that, he was. I don't care what happened. I don't care what changed. He was gonna make that shit happen.
Yeah. So and I see somebody that asks like, so did he get to finish? No, he didn't get to finish everything. But he finished everything that we needed him to finish in order for it to make sense. So to answer that question now, he didn't finish everything at all, but he
Well,
did
you know,
finish
man, you
everything
did,
he
my
needed
guy,
to in order for it to
Mr.
make
E,
sense.
man. You
You know
did
what I mean?
Right.
a movie
Yeah.
Right.
producer, man. You did, you
So
know what I mean, Mr. Triple D
tell me how you
Revenge,
came about with
Mr.
these
E. What's good,
locations,
my
because
guy?
it's some amazing
Big
stuff.
Crisco, what's going on, man? Long time coming, baby. You one of them day ones.
Yeah, cats don't know back in the day. Me and you was working back in the days, man. I'm talking about nigga back when you was making beats. When you know what I mean, when you was
Yeah.
just the producer, Mr. E, which you still is, but you make movies and do music. But yeah, back before you was even on the camera, you just dropping them beats.
Yeah, yeah, you
Yeah.
remember. You
Yeah,
remember.
man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Look, but I want to talk to you, fam, because you know what I mean? It's almost that time, man. You know what I mean? I know when it comes to rest in peace to Mo3, you know what I mean? You gotta talk about Mo3. The trial is coming up for Mo3 soon. Of course,
Yeah,
everybody online, we never stop talking about Mo3 and that Mo3 sector. You know what I mean? Everybody's still talking about this and that. One of the things that come up, bro, is Mo3 was in your movie Triple D Revenge.
yeah.
Okay. And he did his thing in there too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mo3, did his thing in the movie. People
It did.
always want to know, man. People want to
Yeah,
know this, man. This is what people want to know. People want to know when it comes to the Triple D Revenge movie, man. The day Mo3 died, we know Mo3 was leaving a chick crib and he was gunned down the freeway. People always asking where was Mo3 going. It's a few different things they saying out there. I'm gonna say that they saying that Mo3 was headed to maybe his little ducked off little penthouse he had or his little loft apartment, or Mo3 was headed to go pick his mom up and get her hair done. They saying that. Then a lot of people from day one was saying, nah, Mo3 was going to film his last scenes for Triple D Revenge, bro. When it came to the day that Mo3 passed away, bro, was you supposed to see Mo3 at all the day that he died, bro?
yeah.
Okay.
My understanding was he was on the West Coast doing, doing his artist thing, and I called Rain and I was like, bro, is three gonna be ready? Now, mind you, I don't know that he out of town. I'm thinking he's still in the city
Yeah.
because we have a schedule that we abide by.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, is three gonna be ready? Which, to be honest, three was almost always ready. Let me just keep it real about that.
Yeah.
And shout out to Rain because he always kind of made sure that three was ready.
Yeah.
And the bottom line, Rain was like, his response was different than it normally is. It was like, oh shit, we gotta sit. I was like, bro, yeah, and it's a big scene.
Hold on.
So
Let me ask you this. When you say it to Rainwater, when you say, hey, you tell the Rain about the scene y'all gotta film, is Rainwater on the West Coast or is he in Dallas at the time?
no, Rain was with three at the time.
Is the
My
three
understanding, yeah, my understanding was Rain was with three at the time.
and this is in they on the West Coast, you believe?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is actually what the day before he passed away, then, right? This will be the day because he passed away that morning, like 11 o'clock that morning. I know they said he came
No,
in.
no, it had to been either the day before or a couple of days before. It wasn't the
Okay.
same day.
It
It
wasn't,
wasn't the same
but
day.
either way, you talked to Rain and Three about him filming his last scene. Okay, tell me about that, bro.
Yeah. No. I mean, it was already understood. I think it just slipped Rain's mind.
Yeah.
So Rain was like, "I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him out there.
Okay.
I get him. Don't worry about it. I get him out there."
Okay.
So my understanding was three was supposed to come, do the scene, and then go back to finish whatever business he had.
Okay, so you telling me that, yeah, when Mo3 came back to Dallas, he was coming back to the city to finish his scene for Triple D Revenge.
100%. That was the understanding I was
Okay.
given.
Did you and Mo3, did Rain lock in a time that y'all supposed to link up that day? Did Rain or Three lock in a time? Well, do you remember that time that
Yeah,
y'all
but
that
I don't remember the time because we had a few scenes that we was doing.
see that's what niggas want to know. Everybody want to know
Yeah.
that. Everybody want to know when was Mo3 supposed to link with Mr. E? They was shooting the
But it
scene.
was but it
What
was
time?
yeah. It was supposed to be like around afternoonish,
Mm.
two-ish,
Okay.
two-ish, three-ish,
Okay.
because we have a procedure that we go through.
Yeah.
We don't just show up on set and then start shooting. We have to like block what they call block. We have to block for cameras. We also have to block the characters. Blocking means we take all the actors through the motions of the scene. It's almost like a rehearsal.
Yeah. Like rehearsal. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay.
So it was around about two-ish, three or something like that.
Okay. So that you know, I mean, you saying so Three was supposed to have linked up. I'm thinking he leaving there. He leave the girl house about like 11 o'clock, 10:30 type. He died around 11:30 type. So basically, Three was supposed to have linked up with you in a couple of hours, maybe like 2, 3 hours from then when he passed away.
Yeah.
Okay.
But see, I remember hitting three because sometimes, like, I think I had some people filming some other shit in another part of the city.
Oh yeah.
So I remember hitting three that morning was like, shit, we done early. We ready to rock and roll.
And what did Three say?
He didn't know. He didn't pick up. He never did pick up.
He never did pick up. So that's the last thing you ever sent 3 was, hey man, we done early, nigga. We ready. Hey, let me know. Pull up when it's on you when you ready.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm, and
And
then you
then,
got
but
okay.
I figured it was early. He probably ain't got up. I just, I just figured. And then what happened was my sister called me, and my sister was like, "Did you hear 3 got shot?"
Yeah,
And shit, I just blew it off, cause they always be playing like him and Rain always
yeah.
playing little
We,
pranks and shit.
yeah, we seen not too long before that we had seen something where he was online and he had been supposedly shot. And it turns out it was, you know what I mean,
And he
something
was
else.
doing a video.
Yeah, he's doing a video, a music
So
video. Yeah,
I just kind of blew it off. And the main reason why I blew it off is because I hadn't seen nothing online. This was like very early. I
yeah. When
hadn't
it
seen
first,
nothing at all online
yeah.
about anything. And I think like 15 minutes later, that shit was crazy.
Man, bro. So tell me this. Mo3 had another scene to shoot, bro. Now I done seen Triple D Revenge, bro. What scene? Because Mo3 had a lot of scenes in there. Mo3 was all in the movie. What scene did Mo3 not shoot?
So I'm gonna tell you this, Crisco. What's so crazy is when and I think it was with you when we had this interview kind of like this before. I couldn't say because the
Yeah.
movie wasn't out yet. You know what I'm
Yeah, yeah.
saying?
Okay, yeah, yeah.
But really, it was 3 most lit scene. This scene was all about 3, 100%. So, in the movie, when the main character, Jay Cash, he finally get in the club with Big Lou, the
Yeah,
bad dude, which was
yeah,
played by Brandon. He finally get in the club. Well, what happens is, I don't know if y'all remember, but Big Lou tells Mo3 character, who was Draco at the time, he say, hey, listen, follow him where the fuck he live, and if it don't add up, kill him.
yeah, yeah,
That's what he tell him. Well, what happened, what was supposed to happen in this scene, and this is the scene that he was on his way to, is he's driving and he's following Jay Cash, the main character, home. He's following him home, and he's on the phone with the Dip character and saying, hey, man, Lou told me to go follow this nigga home. But you know how I do, shit. I'm finna kill him anyway.
yeah,
And then so, in the movie, Dip is like, "What you mean you finna kill him? If Lou told you to follow him, why would you kill him?" And and Blue just told you to follow him. He just trying to test you. He could be one of our soldiers.
yeah,
And 3 said, "Yeah, that's true, but I'm gonna kill him anyway."
yeah.
You know what I'm
So,
saying?
so
It,
in this scene,
yeah.
three was gonna kill him in the scene.
So I'm finna tell you the scene.
Yeah, yeah,
So 3 was like, I know what Lou said, but I'm gonna kill him anyway because I'm Draco, and you ain't finna send me on no mission. I don't come back with nobody.
yeah,
So it just so happens that the scene cuts to Jay Cash, who's the main character. He's serving this Dolphin, and they also kind of give you some insight on what Jay Cash was doing before he was trying to pursue Big Lou. So he was kind of serving this little Dolphin or whatever, and they was at his best friend Flip's house. That was
yeah,
played by my guy. Damn, my mind is tripping right now. But
yeah,
his best friend in the movie, the light skinned dude,
yeah,
his best friend in the movie, he's serving his fiend, and then so Draco make a block and then on um try to sneak up on Jay Cash. So when he tried to sneak up, it just so happened that the Dolphin was getting out the car after getting his work. So when he get out in the car, Draco, who is Mo3,
all
he
three,
think
yeah,
that that's Jay Cash, and he end up shooting the Dolphin. So when he shoot the Dolphin, Draco and Jay Cash end up in a gunfight. And Jay Cash is shooting through the window, and Draco is shooting back. Mo3 is shooting back through the window.
yeah,
So he ended up not killing Jay Cash, and that's when Jay Cash passed the test, and he able to go to the club and infiltrate their little squad to get Big Lou.
yeah.
You
So
know what I'm
Mo
saying?
three,
So,
yeah. So
so
Mo three was at a shootout scene. His last scene was the
man, that
shootout.
shit was so lit. The way we had it set up, the location, the special effects, everything we had. Oh my God, it was so lit.
Yeah,
But
man.
unfortunately,
That's fucked up, man.
three
Dang.
he didn't make it to that scene.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is we didn't need that scene to be able to push the story, but that just would have been
Yeah, just a
another
hard
good
ass
look.
scene.
That would
Yeah.
have been another
Yeah.
good look
Yeah.
for Mo3. You know what I'm saying? But RIP Mo3, man, we made him a star anyway.
Yeah. Rest in peace to MO3. The movie's still dope, man. We was actually you know what I mean, speaking of and I want to speak about Z the Wizard in a second too. But since we already on the, we here on Triple D. I was talking to somebody the other day, man. They was telling me they felt like Triple D Revenge was harder than the original Triple D. You know what I mean? And I gotta disagree with them, fam. That's bullshit to me, fam. You
What?
mean, yeah, nigga. I disagree, fam. When anybody say Triple D Revenge is good, is bad, is action packed, got Mo3, rest in peace to
he went on this
Mo3.
road. He talked to he's gonna be in it.
Part
Damn,
one is just
damn,
bro. Part one is
doing an audition. Like, bro, I fuck with you. Let's run the play. Or did he have to go through the channels as well?
So first of all, man, long live Mo3.
Long live Mo3.
I can honestly say that the film wouldn't have, it wouldn't feel the same if 3 wasn't in it. 3 didn't just come in, and because he was an artist, felt like, oh, well, shit, I'm here, so, y'all got action. Like, he worked his ass off. You know what I mean? Yeah. And Mo3, he did acting classes with us and everything, and he was real serious about it. And so, yeah, he did his thing for sure.
Now, I remember before his tragic passing, he actually posted like something about the Triple D movie, like proud, like mama, like I'm gonna be in a movie, like I dreamt of this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How did it feel for you to actually make that come true? Because I believe you were his first movie, although I think the Boots movie dropped first. I think you might have been his actual first movie that he
he's
that
in
he
more
did.
than 15 seconds, right?
Yeah, and I believe he actually credited you for helping him get into acting school and all of that and taking it serious. So how does that feel, you know what I'm saying, to actually make one of his dreams come true as far as the acting thing,
You know what? He expressed to me that was something he always wanted to do. You know what I mean? He expressed that to me. The conversations we had on the phone, he was like, man, we're gonna really do this shit. I'm gonna go. He super excited about it, and his excitement made me more excited. You know what I mean? And man, 3 was on his way to not only be a star, he was on his way to be a superstar.
No, real.
He was on his way to be a superstar, man. Long live.
Now they say the Davis passing, man, November 11th is coming up. He was actually on his way to film, I believe, a final scene for the movie, or I believe a scene.
Right.
So he didn't finish the movie as what y'all wrote for him, correct?
No, he didn't. But what he did do is he finished everything that we needed him to finish in order for the movie to make sense.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
What scene was he that day, November 11th? I believe he was to meet up with y'all. What was he supposed to shoot that day? Was it just like reprising something that was done before? Was it a new scene that y'all needed from him? Something that maybe was written later, or?
So you know what? I want you to hold that question, because when the movie come out, then that's gonna be a good thing to come back to. Right. Like that's gonna be a real good thing to come back to. You know what I mean? And I'm not just holding out on you.
Right, no, I know,
but that's gonna be a good one.
I know the scene. But
yeah, that's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good one.
Now, I want you to again, hit me honestly answer this, right?
Okay.
There's after the death, right? There's been there was videos floating around, right? And there have been a lot of new YouTube bloggers that start kind of doing this murder mystery campaign on the whole scenario, and they literally threw the Triple D in
all
the
way
mix.
under the bus. Yeah.
As a suspect, threw everybody under the bus. Like when people start playing with your name like that, how does that make you feel knowing that you were the one that gave him the shot, and then you have a platform that's this big that it'll just start swaying people's opinion on you in the movie before you even get the fair shot?
Right. I don't take it personally because, as y'all know in the industry we in, this shit is all about clout. You know what I mean? And everybody want to get traction on their page, and everybody want to, everybody wants to be able to capitalize off what's going on in the media and the culture and all that. So the bottom line is, hell, it was only a matter of time before somebody was gonna say us or Triple D Revenge or whatever. And I don't take it personal, because anybody that know anything, they know the real. You know what I mean?
Pay attention to what they like. Do you even like hone in on, or anybody in your camp hone in on?
Yeah. Me and my squad, we giggle about it. You know what I mean? Like we make jokes about it and all that. Yeah, and then I be getting threats and all that. I be getting threats and all that shit on my page. That don't bother me.
What's the craziest thing that you've seen commented on your page?
Oh shit. I mean, it's often that I get people that say, yeah, hey y'all, this the nigga that had, you know what I'm saying, that had 3 whacked and all that old type shit, man. Like, you know, I can't do nothing but laugh because like that was little brother and you know, I was real hurt behind that. But people gonna do what they gonna do and they gonna say what they gonna say. So it didn't really bother me too much, man.
So when did you find out about the passing of MO3? Because obviously he was on the way to the set.
Yeah.
You know.
What's so crazy was, so if I'm not mistaken, I think he passed at 11:50 or somewhere around that time. Okay. I think it was like 12:10. I got a call, and they was like, "Yeah, you know, 3 got killed." The thing about it is, 3 used to always play pranks and jokes and stuff like that.
Everybody talked the same.
So I was just like, man, first of all, 3 ain't got no motherfucking kill. Cause we, you know, 3 on his way to us, number 1. And number 2, I already know that if something happened to 3, this city be upside down. Yeah. Boy, you hear me? So the bottom line is I was like, yeah, stop playing, cause I'm really trying to get going so I can do what I need to do. And lo and behold, you know, I ended up getting the news.
Yeah, you get the confirmation.
And it was like, boy, it was like a nigga was in the Matrix.
Yeah.
Cause it seemed unreal for a long time. You gotta remember that this is somebody that we was with on a weekly basis, in a lot of cases on a daily basis. Yeah. You know what I mean? He did acting classes for months. You know what I mean? Then the cast and the crew end up taking a liking to him because it was a lot of little rumors and stuff about him. But then when 3 was with us, it was nonstop jokes. It was nonstop, you know what I mean? 3 never gave us no problems. He was always on time. He never gave us no problem, none of that. So like we really developed a love and a relationship with 3. 3, you know, came to my crib, he take his shoes off, you know what I mean? Walk around my house, go to my refrigerator, eat our noodles, you know what I mean? And our cereal. I be like, 3, fam, you got like $75,000 in your, you know what I'm saying? You got $75,000 in your bag. Let's go eat.
Nah,
but he won't noodles.
Them cup noodles.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? But the bottom line is like we had got close, and I got close to 3. We had some intimate conversations, not knowing what was about to take place. So you know, it really fucked me up.
What do you feel his trajectory would have been as far as just even with this acting?
It would have been out the roof. Because you got to understand that not only was 3 coming into his own when it came to the acting, but the nigga was a comedian. You know what I'm saying? He was a monster artist, a monster rapper, bar for bar. And, you know, I tell everybody this, like, I can't think of nobody I would put in front of 3. You know what I mean?
Believe it or not, MO3 was the first one I casted from Triple.
When you did the first one, you got past that. Now you come to the second one. Baby, I see he was in it.
I came down here to talk to you because I need your help.
I don't be helping strangers.
Seeing his face, it reminded me of a video.
But then MO3, R.I.P. to MO3,
R.I.P.
he ended up being in it.
You 40 cousin, huh? Keep my cousin name out your mouth.
Just take me down the road of how you guys end up even bringing him on the set and saying, this is what you guys want to do. I want to jump right into that.
You know what? Believe it or not, MO3 was the first one I casted from Triple D Revenge.
Wow.
He was the first one I casted. And we talked about it right after the Triple D movie. I talked to him about it. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And he said he would do it. So 6 or 7 years later, we come back and I asked him about it. And I just knew he was going to tell me hell no.
Why?
Well, because, you know, at the time he was a different artist. Mm-hmm. He was bigger. You know what I mean? It was more of a demand for his music, the whole 9. You know what I mean? So like, you know, and I would have understood that if he would have said no, but like, man, 3 was solid and he kept his word and he was like, nah, we're gonna still do it.
Somebody did tell me that y'all family might be on some revenge type shit. Fuck you. Ooh, I'm gonna shoot you.
So anyway, the bottom line is, I went to MO3 and I was like, bro, you know, we talked about 4 or 5 years ago, are you still gonna do it? And to my surprise, he was saying, yeah. And then I knew I was really gonna cancel myself out because I had to turn around and tell him, all right, bro, if you do it, you gotta take acting classes.
So he did some acting classes?
Man, he did about 3 or 4 months of acting classes.
Really?
Uh-huh.
And you saw the difference?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a definitely a difference. When you formally trained, Chase did acting classes too.
No, he was the bomb in it.
Yeah, he did.
I liked his acting in it.
Yeah, and I really just wanted everybody to have formal training.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The way I looked at it.
So everybody had to do acting classes?
No, not at all. Because to be honest with you, majority of the stars that I casted, the people that was out front were actors.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Actors and actresses. Shout out to the cast. You know what I mean? But a lot of them was acting for a living or had a degree in acting or went to school for acting or whatever.
I noticed MO3 didn't have like a huge role in there. He was in the beginning part, did a couple pieces. But me watching the movie for the first time, because I didn't watch part 1.
Right.
I just watched part 2.
Right.
I really thought that I would have seen him a lot more.
Well, to be honest with you, he didn't do every single part that was in the script because, I mean, obviously he passed on. But he did everything that he needed to do in order for his character to make sense in the film. You know what I mean? And I'm very, very grateful for that.
It almost reminds me of Paul Walker, Fast and the Furious, because he had passed away during that whole, movie and so forth, but they still implemented certain parts of things that they had recorded previously, or even get like a double gang or somebody to play certain parts, showing him from behind, which is really wasn't him, but looked like him, just to give him the credit to make sure that his kids his daughter actually, would get money from the movie and so forth. So even going forward, because I'm sure you're going to do another one, will you have like a MO3 look-alike that might, do certain parts in the movie? I wouldn't do a MO3 lookalike. You know what I mean? But what I would do is I'll write something in dedication of MO3 and who he was. You know what I mean? Okay. So we just have to see how that go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so when this here happens, I mean, with the way the city is, let's be real for a minute. I asked him real quick. This boss talk.
Hey man,
when you take and add a MO3 to this movie, with all the controversy surrounding him as a artist, did that make things a certain way, or did certain people not get involved because of the way that the conflict was in the city?
If they did, they never came to me about it.
Okay,
you know what I mean? And MO3 was the only rapper that I was really interested in having in Triple D Revenge. And of course, what I mean by rapper, because we had other cast members that did music, but, rapper that was really going on tour, on the radio, really active, MO3 was the only one, you know what I mean? Because what I really wanted was, I wanted mostly actors, you know what I mean? Because I wanted to play ball, and that's why I had Chase Pat and a few of the others, hey man, like Bebe, hey man, take acting classes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So when and I'm gonna stay on MO3 for a second.
No, for sure.
Like when he ends up dying, when he gets killed on the street like he did,
right, at
11:55, the movie is not finished.
Right.
What are your thoughts and how do you deal with it? Far as what do you plan at that point? Do you start assessing? Okay, first of all, it's tragedy.
Yeah.
And of course, we react to this a tragic thing,
right.
But when it comes to the business, how do you respond, and what do you do to try to prepare yourself for how you're gonna get this movie out?
Well, when we first heard the news, I'll be honest enough to say that I thought it was a joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We thought that it was a prank. You know what I mean? Because shout out to Rain, sometimes him and Rain, they be kind of like doing little pranks and little stuff.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is when I figured out that it was real, then the last thing on my mind was the movie.
Of course, but you had to move forward with the movie in order for the movie to come out. So let's get to that.
Yeah, we had to move forward, but I believe that we kind of use that as motivation.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
got you.
We kind of use it as motivation to kind of keep pressing on, and we just looked at it like, man, we got to get this shit out now, because this is number one, a dream of his, and number two, this is an opportunity for us to continue his legacy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But when something like this happens, talking with Mr. Lee and different people that work with different artists that pass away, now we start to look at the paperwork a little different and how things are going to be, done with how, people are going to be compensated for whatever situation may turn out to be. How easy or how hard was that for you to deal with that part of it? Say, Pat, I'm interviewing now. He's like, this nigga done went in. He's like, I didn't even know this boy was going to go there on him like that. He's like, woo, this nigga, we on Boss Talk, man. Go ahead.
Man.
Go ahead. I just had to give it to you, man.
Yeah. You know what? Anytime, somebody passed and then they not here to speak for themselves.
That's right.
Now you got a million people trying to speak for them. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to say that it don't get complicated, because it do. But I just did my best to try to remind everybody, like, hey, man, the bigger picture here is leaving the legacy for him and doing something in his honor. You know what I mean? And allowing ourselves an opportunity to be part of something that could live on, and for MO3. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that was my thing. I wasn't really tripping on the money. People want to argue about that, but it's hard to slice a pie that ain't even here yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What about Rain? How was it working with Rain after this? Because Rain had to pick up a lot of situations and go a lot. He had to go, basically, deal with a lot of situations and things when it came to albums, when it came to different things. Was he one that also gave his input on the MO3 part of the movie, or he didn't even bother?
No, well, to be honest with you, Rain was a help from the very beginning, because he was making sure that 3 got there on time. He was making sure that 3 was on point with his acting classes and all that, man. Shout out to Rain. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't even got nothing to say about him concerning that. Now, when it came to once he passed, you got to understand that Rain is hurt.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
He got a million people in his ear, at his head and all that. But at the end of the day, I think we was able to get past that, and Rain was a big part of it. Yeah. He's literally a big part of the film and the whole nine.
The day I got the call with Lil Melvin, and again, y'all, it's MO3 to everybody. He's Lil Melvin to me forever. When I got the call, I was fixing to call him to tell him, okay, I'm ready to go get my hair done, because I knew he was coming back to town. And of all days, I go into a gas station and leave my phone in that store. I go back to the store to get my phone, and I have all these missed calls. And then I call my son back. He was the only one I called back. And he's like, Mama, you got to get there. Bubba got shot. All the way there, I prayed. I'm like, he going to be okay. He going to be okay. He going to be okay. They finally come tell me he didn't make it. I lost it. That day, that was the end of my world, from being homeless, because not only was he homeless, we were homeless. And to overcome all of that only to get killed.
You 40, cousin, huh? Keep my cousin name out your mouth. Man, see? What you thought, but how the fuck would I give a fuck about a pussy-ass 40? You know what? Somebody did tell me that y'all family might be on some revenge type shit. Fuck you. Ooh, I'm gonna shoot you. But what about Trinity? Maybe we need to pay that bitch a visit.
I swear to God, if you touch her, you think I'm scared to die?
Shit, I don't know. But what about Trinity? Her motherfucking mama, nigga. Think they'll be scared?
Draco, hey man, I think it's somebody outside.
Deal. Go see what the fuck that was. Nigga, go.
Man, we got to go.
Man, one more motherfucking time. Who the fuck sent you over here? Hey.